number 22, Katie Bruley, number 12, Emily Chang, and number 21, Emily Pepper. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate 4 great years with our seniors, Erica DiCandido, Caitlin Harrington, Sadie Otley, and Lily Paro.
Vermont, let's go.
They are leaders of this 2019-20 team that is undefeated and ranked number 1 in the nation. Since our seniors joined the Jumbos in 2016, the program has an outstanding 106-11 record, including a 33-5 in the NESCAC. During their careers, the team has gone to 2 NCAA Elite Eights and played in the NCAA Championship game, where they were freshmen. They were juniors on last year's NESCAC Championship team
Hello and welcome to Cousins Gymnasium here for the final game of the NESCAC regular season live here on JumboCast. It's the #1 undefeated Tufts University Jumbos taking on the 17-6 Williams Ephs in a Massachusetts rivalry matchup. I'm Lucas Powell, joined alongside me, Scott Blatt. Scott, Tufts looking to complete an amazing regular season, looking to go undefeated through 24 games. Can they achieve this on home turf, or are Williams going to win here for the first time since 2011? And what are the things that you're looking forward to in this game? So lineups have been announced. Looks as if Lily Paro starting today. On senior day, they were honoring the seniors beforehand. DeCandido out there with Harrington, Otley, Paro, and Briggs. That's the starting five for the Jumbos. Out there for the Ephs. Meehan out there. Kayla Topper, Emily Chang. And then looking to compete for the jump ball will be Maddie Manjic. And to complete the five, Katie Brule. And here we are underway. The tip goes in favor of the Jumbos. Otley quickly kicking ahead to DeCandido. DeCandido looking to go to work to start and gets it to go. Erica DeCandido. She got past the 1,000 points mark last weekend. She starts off this game strong, and then a turnover for the Jumbos.
Great play by Erica DeCandido down there, starting off strong. Of course, Tufts, with DeCandido being their best player, look to play through her, try to get off to a quick start today.
Here's Sadie Otley finding Harrington open. Tres puntos. Perfect start for the Jumbos. Kaylin Harrington had a bit of a rough night last night, but starts off well, making her first attempt from beyond the arc. 5-0 early lead. Here comes Williams looking for their first points, and they'll connect. It's Emily Chang with the lay-in.
And as we said earlier, Williams thrives in the paint. They outscored Bates last night by 18 in the paint. Look for them. That's where, if they're going to win this game, that's where they need to dominate on the offensive end.
Briggs will try three and connects. Tres puntos back-to-back from beyond the arc. This time it's Briggs, 8-2. Well, we talked about earlier how the Jumbos need to get off to better starts, quicker starts, perform better in the first half. And so far, it's exactly what Coach Jill Pace would want.
Absolutely. They're not afraid to take shots right now. If they think they have it, they're taking it.
And it will be Jumbos basketball. Great defense there by Harrington. Just waiting to see whether or not they're going to call a foul there, but that's some great recovery defense.
Absolutely. If the Jumbos can lock down the paint today, then Williams is going to have a real hard time getting on the scoreboard. That's where they dominate, and if Jumbos can play like defense like that, even you saw they had a step, but it was great recovery defense.
Here's Otley. Lily Paro. Here to DeCandido. 9 on the shot clock. DeCandido, it'll get through to Otley. Otley Returns it. DeCandido. 3 on the shot clock. DeCandido. Can't get her to go. Rebound, Harrington. Harrington finds Briggs. Otley all alone. Can't get her to go. It will stay with the Jumbos, though.
Early on, I just want to say it again, the paint has been dominated by the Jumbos, offensive and defensively. They're getting all the rebounds. They're forcing turnovers on the defensive end. This is a great start. Exactly what you're looking for.
And a whistle called. Just see what
Looks like they reset the shot clock from 20 to 14.
I think that's probably the right decision there because it never seemed as if Williams had control of it.
And it looks like they set it back to 20 after all that, so.
Interesting call, but here at 20. And now here's DeCandido. The left hand. Harrington. Faro. She'll try deep 3. And that one short. Harrington saves it, but it will stay with the Ephs. Topper. Meehan. Nice pump fake. Open look for 3. Can't get it to go. That was Chang. And now Harrington. Sadie Otley. Settling things down. Passing it down low to DeCandido. Closed down by 2 Ephs defenders. Swing here to Paro. She'll try again from 3. That one was closer but couldn't connect. Briggs with a rebound. Tufts getting a lot of opportunities in their offensive possessions.
Absolutely, and what you're seeing right now is when the ball goes down low to DeCandido, they're collapsing. They're sending multiple players on her, and that's creating space. If Tufts can continue to keep the ball moving, it's going to be a lot of running around on the defensive end for Williams.
And they had a good opportunity there, just the pass was a bit underplayed by DeCandido. And now Williams should try and set up an offensive possession of their own. There's Topper. Screen being set by Mandrick. Now she'll have it. She finds Meehan. Had a big night in their game last night. And the and one for Katie Brule. That's a big basket there for the Ephs.
That's exactly what Williams needs to do. So you saw it there. DeCandido picks up a foul because she was forced out of position by the initial drive, and then she rotated over late. If Williams wants to create space against Tufts, really good bigs such as DeCandido and Rosa, they're going to need to get them moving, and that's how. And you saw right there that they were able to do that.
And the 3 points the old-fashioned way completed there by Brule. As it's 8-5. Molly Ryan checking in for Paro.
You see Williams bringing out a bit of a loose, I would say, 3/4 press right here, just trying to force Tufts a little bit out of rhythm since they did start off so strong.
Breaks. Otley. And a foul called there on Topper.
Williams foul charge number 10, Michaela Topper, her first, team first.
As it'll be Molly Ryan to inbound. Finds DeCandido. Returns it to Ryan. She'll try for 3. And connects Tres Puntos. Molly Ryan. Last night they struggled from beyond the arc in the first half. This time they're already 3 for 5.
That's the presence of DeCandido because the defender on Molly Ryan is already. We see, I believe, a foul on the floor. We see the defender on Molly Ryan is cheating towards the paint, afraid of a DeCandido drive. DeCandido just recognizes that, sees Molly Ryan with about 10 feet of space, and that's going to be a high percentage shot when you have such a prolific shooter like Molly Ryan.
Good defense there by Otley just to deflect the pass out. As Devin Biesbrock coming in the first year from Cincinnati, Ohio for Williams. And she'll get the ball right here. Meehan. Chang, and she'll pull up. Can't get her to go. Goes off the backboard now, and here goes Briggs in transition. To the right hand.
Yeah, she traveled.
But she travels.
No, I think it's the right call. I don't think she was able to keep that pivot foot on the ground. Shuffles her feet. That's going to be a travel, especially at this level. But looking at for Williams, I'm not so sure about that shot. It's a very contested. It's a step back. I think it was from three-point land. When you're down by 6, I'm just not so early in the game. I'm not sure that's the shot you want to be looking for.
Kicked out here to Meehan. Nice little spin. Tough shot, but she does draw the foul, and that will put Molly Ryan in early foul trouble.
It was really, besides up until the actual foul, it was great defense. It was good recognition by Molly Ryan. She saw that there was a commitment to the shot by Meehan, and so she came over and hit that double team. But looks like I guess they saw contact on the arm, and they're going to get her.
Meehan makes her first free throw. She's averaging about 13 points a game. Had 22 in their last night win in overtime against Bates, in which some players went and scored ridiculous numbers in that game. Makes the second one as well.
Yeah, and I think on the Bates thing, I believe you're referencing Megan Graff on Bates. She had 45 last night against this Williams team. Williams still pulled out the victory, though.
And DeCandido, the ball stays with the Jumbos. The Ephs bench thought it was their basketball, but good defense in the end after DeCandido breaking all the way through.
Good recovery defense. It looked like DeCandido had a step in it. She's so hard to stop once she's already in motion.
DeCandido finds point next to McCann. Little pump fake. Harrington. She'll try from closer. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. And I believe it's fouled.
I believe that'll go on Chang.
Another offensive rebound for Kaylin Harrington. They've had a couple of the Jumbos this game so far, which has allowed them to give them multiple opportunities.
Yeah. To me, it just looks like Williams is standing still a little too much on the on rebounds that aren't right to them. And good awareness so far by the Jumbos. You see even right there.
Harrington was trying with the left hand. Just looked a little uncomfortable on her weaker hand. There's Meehan. Chang. Screen is being set by Brule, and Meehan will try again. Thumbs down is the play call. Chang and Jake. 5 on the shot clock, but Brule could get a good attempt here, and she does. Williams worked that well, and it's 11-9.
Yeah, and I think a product of that right there is DeCandido already has one foul. It looks like she was a little loose in the contest, probably not wanting to pick up an additional foul. Joy and Molly Ryan on the bench, and good recognition there and an easy bucket.
Otley with the left hand and lays it in. Sadie Otley. The and one, looking for the three-points the old-fashioned way. As Gabby Martin checking in for the first time for Williams. And Otley gets it to go with a little help from the backboard and the rim. The Vermonter making it a 5-point game. Here's Chang.
Tufts going with a really big lineup. They have DeCandido in Rosa and Rosa in right now.
Meehan, it's close down. Chang open for three. Always seemed a bit long. Otley corrals the rebound.
Honestly, one of the best possessions for Williams so far is good ball movement, good inside-out play, and they did have an open three.
And down low, Sophia Rosa, her first attempt, and she connects. She has one of the best field goal percentages in the league. And a charge called on Meehan. She bundled over. I believe it was point next to McCann.
Yeah, I mean, what they're going to get Meehan for was it looked like she extended the arm. She leaned in with the shoulder, as you saw by the motion of the referee, and it's a good call.
Ooh, Otley nearly lost it, but is able to get past in court. Point next to McCann for three. Can't get it to go. It's a good look.
That's always the problem. If you're going to press like Williams is, even dropping one woman, if you get past them, then suddenly it becomes a 4-on-5.
Lay it down low. Man, Jake going to work. Just didn't put enough on it. And DeCandido in transition. She loves to run. Instead, checks back and calms things down with Otley. Otley, she'll go. Nice play! And lays it in with the left hand. A little fake pass and the finish.
Yeah.
Toughs up early, 18-9.
And it got her a good first step on Martin. Martin was trailing the entire time. No one on Williams. Was in the paint, ready to move. And it led to an easy layup. Great start if you're the Jumbos on the offensive and the defensive end. I think if you're Coach Jill Pace, you're saying keep playing the way you are because it's working well.
Well, as we see here, 18-9, Tufts, very different to how last night's game went against Middlebury. They ended up winning, of course, 77-54, but they were struggling a bit at times. But today so far, up 18-9. And you look at the scores as well. Sadie Otley leading all Tufts scores with 5 points, the three-point play, and then that nice lay-in. a strong performance for her on senior day.
Absolutely. You love to see the seniors coming out and showing out on the big day. But as we know for Tufts, it won't be the last game here. They will be hosting the NESCAC first round next weekend. So, of course, it is senior day, but there are more games to come.
Meehan. She'll try for the left hand. Nice finish.
It was a really good job by Meehan. You saw Rosa was a little step behind because she went over the top of the screen, and then it was good recognition by Meehan, and she's just faster than Rosa at that point, and Rosa's not able to catch up.
Gabby Martin there putting good pressure on Otley, but she was able to get past midcourt. Here's Poindexter McCann. What a season she's had coming off the bench, scoring big baskets. Sophia Rosa will extend her range and connects. Sophia Rosa knocking it down, the assist from Emily Briggs. As Williams looking to push quickly. Chang will try 3 and connect. Big time play from Emily Chang.
Real impressive shot by Emily Chang. I believe that's the second time she's tried that already this game. First one we said we weren't sure why she was taking it, but that one went in.
Oh, just in and out from Poindexter McCann. Harrington gets the rebound, decides to pull it out. Poindexter McCann. She'll set the play. 8 on the shot clock. Little out of control. Otley gets some room. And won't get the roll. Poindexter McCann, the rebound, and scores. One of the shortest player out there for Tufts, but she gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in to lead the.
And Tufts is getting a ton of offensive rebounds. They're crashing the paint right now, and it's doing wonders for them on the offensive end.
Nice block by Sophia Rosa. It looked as if Magic had the angle. And then a quarterback throw to Briggs, but she's just not able to control it. End-to-end game right now. Here's Chang. Roulette. Nice spin. And it will be Jumbo's basketball. It looked like Gabby Martin had spun Otley there, but then she just seemed to lose control.
Yeah, and Gabby Martin, I thought like she gave her intentions away right from the beginning. She clearly looked like she wanted to shoot. She didn't have a step, and it didn't look like she had any intention of passing. It was just good recognition there by Otley, taking that away and recovering on that spin.
Well, Williams' coaching staff there thought that there was a push-off. They keep thinking that there's a push-off. And, well, it seems as if they finally, well, no.
No, they're going to get it on Martin, I believe. Martin was playing really aggressive defense there. I think she was a little, I think she wanted the ball to go the other way on the other end. She thought it was off of Otley, and she was a little upset. And I don't know. It looked like some pretty light contact. I'm not sure if that warranted a foul call.
Already Tufts in the bonus. Otley makes her first free throw.
And Tufts is a pretty good free throw shooting team, so it's especially dangerous when you do foul and get into foul trouble this early.
I think some other teams could take note of their free throw shooting as well. Maybe learn from them a bit as knocking down those 2 free throws, Sadie Otley. Here's Topper bringing up the court. Down low for Doc. Sophia Rosa, the recovery.
What a play by
but it still comes to Williams. Another block, and they're able to get it in the end.
Look, I know Williams scores there, but that was an incredible play by Rosa to recover, block, and then initially make that save. That was a real impressive feat, and she's been, once again, really an unsung hero for the few minutes she's been in.
And Briggs just lost control of it there. Tufts had the chance to make it a one final shot, but they've lost it. Now it gives Williams all alone. Tufts falling asleep there, and it has allowed Williams to get within touching distance here at the end of the first quarter. It finishes 24-18 after 10 minutes. Tufts, a very strong performance, but then 4 quick points in those final 30 seconds for Williams makes it an interesting game going into the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're Tufts, you're saying this is a great offensive quarter, no doubt about it. And it was a great defensive quarter up until, I would say, the last 30 seconds when they did score those 4 points. Now all of a sudden, they are ahead of their scoring average, if you want to put it that in terms of that. So I think it was overall a good quarter from Tufts. But like you said, Williams is still in striking distance. you can't let up if you're Tufts. Of course, DeCandido's been getting a rest for the past few minutes, so she'll probably come in relatively soon and get a little bit of a bit lift for Tufts. But this is key time in the game. You don't want to let them hang around and make it within striking distance. You can try to put the game away really right here, because once Tufts does seem to get up by points during the season, teams really struggle to get back into the game. And so look for Tufts to come up, hopefully with a quick run here and really put this game, really calm everyone down.
Well, Tufts the 5 to start the second quarter. They have Briggs, DeCandido, Poindexter McCann, Otley, and Harrington. And for the Ephs, Meehan, Topper, Manjic, Doc, who had 4 quick points off the bench, and then Gabby Martin to complete the 5.
One quick thing of note is Molly Ryan not starting with the 2 fouls. It'll be interesting to see how sparingly they play her. I bet if it stays close, they'll probably bring her back in. If they open up a lead, they'll be more cautious.
And Tufts, another strip, another block. They've had a bunch of those in this game, playing very clean, aggressive defense. So look to inbound. Meehan had a bit of a slow first quarter. And it's a 6-0 run now for the Ephs, and it's 6 straight points for Morgan Dock.
Really impressive job. She is one of the 6-footers out there. She has that height, so if she can get that ball up quickly, it's hard for anyone, even DeCandido, to contest the shot.
Here's DeCandido. Harrington open for 3. Connects, Tres Puntos, Harrington. That's her second 3 of the afternoon, and the lead up to 7.
And for the second or even third time today, the presence of DeCandido forces defenders off ball to be watching her at all times. They can fall asleep. It leaves Harrington and others open for 3s.
Topper. Stripped by DeCandido, and she breaks away in the fast break. Finds Briggs. Pulls up and connects. Nice finish there by Emily Briggs, and Tufts up by 9.
That's exactly what you want to see if you're Tufts. 24-20 previously, and there's a quick good run, and we're going to see, I believe,
a little replay here. But a big play. Here's the 3 from Harrington. Nice shot.
And what you saw there is the defender on Harrington is watching ball. She's looking at DeCandido, saying, because if DeCandido drives to her side, she's going to collapse on her. But DeCandido notices that, sees that now Harrington has space, has the opportunity to get a quick shot off. And when Harrington's shooting well, it's going to be a high percentage shot for Tufts. It's hard to guard against for anyone.
Well, a good atmosphere here at Cousins Gymnasium. We've got the pep band in-house playing some good music.
And if you're Williams, you can't let Tufts continue to go on runs. Even if it's 5-0 runs, those can kill momentum. They need to score.
Nice
And that was
finish.
a real impressive finish to go around. I believe that was DeCandido down low. Well done by Martin to step around her, and a great finish.
Good use of the left hand. We've seen that from a couple players out there. Nice pass from DeCandido. Otley, she'll use her left hand to lay it in. Sadie Otley making it 31-22.
Great first step by Otley. She got 2 steps on her defender, and when when DeCandido's out top, you have no bigs down low, and it's an easy finish.
Martin will try for 3, and that one looking well off.
Martin, I've not been impressed with Martin's shot selection. The couple shots she's taken, she got bailed out by a foul on one of them, but she's taking a lot of contested shots, which is not what Williams needs at this point in the game.
Briggs thought about the 3, instead looks to Lily Parro, the senior, returning to the court. DeCandido going to work down low. Just can't get her to go. Gets her own rebound. Parro back to DeCandido. She'll try again. And connect. Erica DeCandido doing what DeCandido does best.
When you have DeCandido out there, who's already such an imposing force in the paint, then she's passing on the perimeter, she's taking mid-range shots, it's really hard to stop that.
Martin on the drive. It's over Manjic. Martin. Pass deflected. And now for...
We'll see DeCandido extending her range. I mean, it's a pretty well contested shot, and she just drains it in the defender's face. And because if you're on defense on DeCandido, you can't get too close, or she's going to beat you off the drive. So it's really a puzzle for any defender on her.
And a good rebound there by Harrington, and she was able to draw the foul as well.
And
after Meehan missing the shot.
We saw in that last round of subs that Martin came out, and to me it just seems like she's been doing trying to do too much for Williams. She's very fast, she's very quick, but she's forcing passes, forcing shots, and I don't think it's been working well for Williams on the offensive end.
Otley. Screen by DeCandido. Returns it to DeCandido down low on the post. Going to work, has the mismatch. Can't get her to go. And then it's Williams basketball, but I think DeCandido will be a bit disappointed. She had that height advantage up against Meehan, but wasn't able to make use of it.
Yeah, and it was actually a really good move to get Magic, who is collapsing on her, to fake her out and get a one-on-one move. And yeah, like you said, there's a good amount of separation. That's a shot you want to see her hit.
Meehan given room to shoot. She's not able to connect. Harrington gets the rebound.
Well, Meehan, to me, it seemed a little odd. She had space. She took a dribble and paused. I'm not sure why she did that. It let Tufts close out.
It's a nice move by Briggs. Just didn't roll the right way for her. As here come the Ephs. The topper.
Last two possessions for both sides have gone good shots, just not able to get the rolls.
Chang, nice move. Got Para moving and lace it in. Really nice play from Emily Chang, who's certainly been one of the bright spots for this Williams offense.
And you see why Williams can, if they're playing well, score prolifically in the paint, because those moves like that where you get DeCandido stationary and then you go right past her and finish the contested layup.
Oh, DeCandido, again another nice move, but the finish found a bit wanting.
It looked like that might have been tipped or she got hit somewhere. I don't think that was a clean release.
Bit of a scramble, but Williams able to keep it. Meehan looking for two. Can't connect. And then Parle, it just rolled off her leg and out for Williams basketball.
Still a little puzzled by some of the Williams shots. They're taking out. That's the third or fourth time they've taken those step back long range shots, especially on that one where it's just a long two with the foot about halfway on the line. If you're at the very least, take a three at that point. It just doesn't make sense. Those aren't high percentage shots when you're down 9.
Space for Topper. And Chang. And she's called for the traveling violation. Tufts basketball.
And then a key difference so far in this game has just been that Tufts has been the cleaner team. You've seen a bunch of turnovers if you're for Williams, a bunch of fouls.
Harrington for three, connects, Tres Puntos. Harrington on fire from beyond the arc. It's 36-24 midway through the second quarter. And then a foul called. Offensive foul going against Michaela Topper. It's going the way of the Jumbos right now.
You're going to see the big three here. I believe that was Meehan on the defensive end. She got caught sleeping, staring at the ball. She lost track of her defender, and Harrington continues to make it rain from downtown.
The play called by Otley, the tap of the chin, as here's Poindexter McCann. Sophia Rosa has had some strong minutes off the bench. DeCandido, nice pass by Poindexter McCann. This is good ball movement, but Williams did well to close down the angle. Harrington always looked a little out of control, but is able to draw the foul.
Yeah, I mean, Harrington's on fire right now, and when you give the ball to your best player, whoever's playing the best at that time, and if she's going to be able to do that, not sure how high percentage of a shot that is, but if she's going to get the fouls, and by all means, continue to do it.
Harrington going to the line for the first time this afternoon and making her first free throw. Tufts shooting very well from the free throw line, as you've said this season. And right now, at the moment, Harrington with 10 points, Otley with 9. Normally, it's the likes of Briggs, DeCandido scoring the points, but at the moment, it's Harrington and Otley.
And also, it's interesting because you see some of those players getting more minutes with Molly Ryan sitting on the bench with 2 fouls, and Tufts hasn't suffered because of it. So, of course, now you always have a well-rested Molly Ryan you can bring in at any time. You can also take over the game with her shooting.
Meehan is able to keep it, and then a foul called. It'll stay with the Ephs.
I thought they might have missed that foul, actually, on the shot on Meehan's original attempt. They let it go, and then I believe they got DeCandido with her second. Just reached in, kind of got tangled.
Martin. Meehan. Guarded by Harrington. Screen set by Manjic, who wants it on the, trying a little roll towards the basket. 9 on the shot clock. And a foul called on Briggs. That was Brule on the drive. Here's Martin. Man. 10 on the shot clock. And Briggs just looking to defend. And she's called. That's 2 quick fouls going against her. That will put her on 2 fouls. Of course, DeCandido on 2 fouls. That's why she came out. I wonder if they'll take her out of the game. As Topper come on, and it looks as if they will be making that substitution. Tufts with Maggie Russell preparing to check in. Meehan can't make her first one. And she connects. So it's 39-25. And probably the smart decision to take someone out with 2 fouls.
Yep, definitely at this juncture. I mean, look, Williams is in strike, is not, I would call him striking distance, but they're not out of it. And so you want to keep your best players out of foul trouble so you can bring them out back into the second half. Looks like we got an offensive foul, I believe, on Russell, who just checked in. Really hurts, especially your coach Jill Pace bringing in a substitute and immediately comes back to bite you.
Called with the illegal screen as Topper bringing it up the court for Williams. Need to end the half well. Down low. Relay was able to keep it, and then a bit of a wild pass, but Williams maintained possession. Martin with the left hand. And a blocking foul called there against Harrington. Seems like a tight call there, but it goes in favor of the away team.
Usually at that point it means they didn't see any arm extension, and they decided that Harrington wasn't in good guarding position. I think that's a decent call there. I don't have any specific problems with that.
Martin's first free throw is good. Williams slowly trying to chip away at this lead. Second one in and out, but the offensive rebound. And another foul
a quick
called.
Second foul on Russell. Well, what happened there, take it back. As soon as that ball hits the rim, Russell, I think, mistimes her jump. It goes right over her head, and that creates confusion and the problems, and then she's got a foul to make up for it.
And now it looks as if Russell will be coming out of the game, and Ala Brandy checking in. That one's good. Meehan also checking back in for Williams. So Tufts' momentum has been sort of hit a little bit, but they still have a nice 12-point lead.
And what's working well for them is that Williams, besides scoring some points at the free throw line, hasn't been able to create anything on offense. So although Tufts has struggled, Williams has stagnated at the same rate, and so kind of just maintaining the lead at this point.
Here's Harrington, separation. Strong on the shot, hits the back end of the rim. Meehan wanted it on the far side, didn't get it. Martin, nice move. Throws one up. A bit all over the place, and Otley to push forward for the Jumbos. Kicks it ahead. Point next to McCann. Brandy wants it down low. Just a bit too much on the pass, and it was also some good defense from the Ephs.
And you see Martin getting talked to over there by Coach Manning over there, because it looks like to me Martin, she's drawing double teams, so she's still shooting it. You want to see her pass out of those.
And the three from Topper, that's a big shot, and the lead back down to single digits.
Yeah, Tufts got to get something going on the offensive end. I haven't been too disappointed with their defense, but they haven't scored in a bit, and it's resulting in Williams just having a little life.
Otley, nice move, and lays it in. Sadie Otley with the handles. That puts her at double digits, and the lead back up to 11.
It's the third or fourth time Otley's been able to just get a step on whoever's on her, and no rotation by Williams, and it's an easy finish. Real good job by Otley today.
Meehan can't connect. Offensive rebound by Topper. Swings it to Chang. Chang with the left hand. Chang, nice finish.
Tough shot to hit over Rosa there, who has a few inches on her. Great finish. Still a single-digit game.
Point next to McCann for three. Always was looking a little to the right, and it will be Williams basketball.
I'm not so sure about that shot. Look, point next to McCann, she's a good shooter, but it's a 9-point game, and Williams is on it, has a bit of momentum, and taking a quick shot like that, especially missing the way you do, there's no offensive rebound. All of a sudden, Williams has a chance to continue to cut away at this lead.
And Meehan, nearly got the and one. They're on a 7-2 run right now. Oh, sorry, 8-2 run. As now Paro is in for Sofia Rosa. This is Meehan's second trip to the free throw line. Makes the first. She makes the second one. And I believe that Williams have benefited from the fact that no Briggs out there, no DeCandido out there, no Ryan out there, all with 2 fouls.
Right.
It's allowed them to get closer in this game.
Right, and those are 3 players on the end that make a difference for Tufts on the offensive end. And this run for Williams has been a product of Tufts not being able to score.
Here's Otley. She's had a good offensive day. Can she keep it going? 7 on the shot clock. Finds point next to McCann. Interesting shot. She does get her own rebound. So it will give Tufts a chance just to settle things down. Alabrandi going to work. And can't get her to go. Paro.
Oh, we're going to get a foul.
And it will send, it won't send.
No, I think it will.
Or it will.
Believe it will.
Yeah, it will.
It's a loose ball foul. They're going to get her, and it's going to send, I believe, Chang to the line. Yep. And really an ill-advised foul there. I mean, when you're in the bonus like that, Williams has been scoring almost all their points from the paint on this run. From the free throw line. Can't give them the opportunities, and all of a sudden, this is what's a fairly comfortable double-digit game. It's cut down to 5.
It's a 5-point game. At one point, it was 15. Otley, 2 potential players to set screens.
Offensive
foul called. Otley not too happy about that one.
Looks like Otley stuck her hip out. They're going to get that every time. And if you're Tufts, this is a little concerning because you really slow down on the offensive end, and if you keep fouling, if you keep giving Williams opportunities, they're going to slowly come back into it. As we've seen, they've cut this from 15 to 5 with another opportunity to make it a 1-possession game.
Meehan. Topper got Otley jumping for joy and connects.
Great
3-point
finish.
game.
Great finish. Great.
Tufts will definitely look to make this a last shot opportunity. Otley. 8 on the shot clock. Otley. Almost lost it. Point next to McCann. 2 to shoot. Point next to McCann. She felt she was hit. Nothing called. And halftime here at Cousins Gymnasium. It was a 15-point game at one point in this second quarter. Williams with a really strong finish. Tufts still leading, though, at 40-37.
Common thread for both quarters if you're Tufts. A struggle for the last couple of minutes. Remember, the first quarter it was 18-9. It finished up being 24-18 with Williams having the momentum. And then all of a sudden, same thing here. It's a 15-point game. All of a sudden, you're going into halftime only up 3. It's a 1 with a 1. So that's 1 3-point field goal. All of a sudden, this game's tied. If you're Tufts, you got to address the issues on the offensive end. They scored a single point in about 4 to 5 minute stretch of game time. Of course, you have your best players on the bench, but still, either bring them back in or figure out how to create with the lineup you do put out there.
Well, it is halftime here in Cousins Gymnasium. 40-37 here on senior day on the final game of the regular season. Tufts 40, Williams 37. We will be back for the second half. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back here live on JumboCast for the second half between the Tufts University Jumbos and the Williams University Ephs. I'm Lucas Powell, joined alongside me, Scott Blatt. Scott, it was a strong start to the second quarter from Tufts. They were up by 14, and then suddenly Williams bringing it back to 3. Hello and welcome back. Pardon for those technical difficulties, but we're back here for the second half. Lucas Powell here alongside me, Scott Blatt. Pardon again for those difficulties. We're just going to take a quick look at some highlights from that second quarter. Right now it's 40-37. A nice three from Topper there.
And then on the other end, you'll see Otley with one of her 3 or 4 drives. You see how she makes a quick move, gets a quick step and an easy layup, and no one from Williams rotates. She's been tearing apart the Williams interior defense by doing that. Look for that to continue, especially if Tufts players continue to be in foul trouble.
And you saw that, I don't know if any of you at home watching noticed, but I believe there was a mistake at the scores table. As you saw in that play, it made it 41-32, but they've since then taken a point back, so it is 40-37. As we have some questions from some fans on the comment section, getting a hashtag Ask Scott going. The first one, how are you doing, Scott?
Oh, I'm doing great today. It's a great day to watch some women's basketball, hopefully see Tufts lock up the undefeated season. And on that note, we're doing a new thing here on JumboCast. If you want to ask the color commentator, myself, Scott, any type of question, hit us up in the chat or tweet at us. And I'll try to answer your questions during timeouts or other stoppages in play.
And please do use the hashtag AskScott. That's the one that we're going with this afternoon as the second half is about to get underway. Tufts starting with the 5 that started the game. Paro on senior day starting and back out in the court, as well as DiCandido and Briggs, who are both didn't play a lot of that second quarter due to a bit of foul trouble. They're both back out there.
And interestingly enough, we still don't see, I believe, Molly Ryan out there. And I understand she had foul trouble, but this is a very extended sit for her. And with a 3-point game, I'm surprised that I would be surprised if she doesn't come in relatively soon, try to add something.
Here's Briggs. Harrington. She was good from beyond the arc in the first half. Briggs. DiCandido going to work. DiCandido with the left hand. Can't get her to go. And Williams corralled the rebound. They are on a good run right now at the end of the second quarter, coming into this second half, the third quarter.
Oh, that's an offensive foul, yeah. When you extend that arm that blatantly, and I honestly thought maybe a bit of a sell job by Harrington there, but when you extend that arm, when you see that reaction, it doesn't matter how much of a flop it was. There's enough contact there that you're going to get that offensive foul call, and you didn't see any really argument by anyone on Williams.
Here's DiCandido at the top of the key. Otley cutting. Harrington returns it to DiCandido. Finds Briggs. She's open for 3. And connects Trace Puntos, Emily Briggs. Strong start to the half for Tufts. That's what they needed.
Well, it's good to see Briggs, who sat on the bench for a while in that second quarter, come out, give Tufts a big points here. Because now even the difference between a 1 and a 2 possession game is everything when starting off this quarter.
That puts... Here are the Ephs. Meehan open for 3. Offensive rebound, but then turned right over there by Brule. Otley to push forward for the Jumbos. Briggs. Paro open for 3. Can't get it to go, Lily Paro. It was her third attempt from beyond the arc. Down low to Brule. Otley, nice steal. Showing the good defense. She's had a strong senior day performance, the Vermonter. Down low to Briggs. Briggs. Can't get that one to go. DiCandido was competing for the rebound, couldn't get it.
You saw DiCandido there, actually. She pulled back. She wanted to go for that ball, but she knew she risked the over-the-back foul, and with 2 personal fouls on the day, you can already see that's weighing on her mind. She's playing a little more cautious than she might normally play.
Meehan, nice screen. Meehan with the left hand. Ooh. Can't get her to go. And there was a tip.
Great save. Oh. It was a great save attempt, I should say. Unfortunately, it just went right to Williams, but it was a good job by DiCandido.
You think maybe on that one, maybe just let it go because you don't know where you're going to save it to, but
I bet she must have seen, she thought she could save it to someone. It looks like the Williams players came back anticipating a save.
Nice finish from Harrington. Under some pressure, but she was able to get it with the right hand. Lead back up to 6. Manjik. Chang is looking for the 3. Meehan. Oh, nearly lost it. Able to keep it. Nice pass to Chang. She's open for 3 and connects.
Well, it's kind of a broken play. You saw players falling all over the place. Ball not really being passed around well, but because Tufts got out of defensive position, you saw Chang open for 3.
The lead cut back again to 3 points. Harrington.
Travel. Oh, a carry, yeah.
Called with a carry call there.
And now all of a sudden, back to a 3-point game.
As Molly Ryan returns, she hasn't had many minutes in this game because she got those 2 quick fouls. Didn't start the game, of course, but now she's back out there. And here come Williams. Nice pass, all open to Topper. Can't get the shooter's roll, and then commits the foul. Had an open look, should have made it, and then compounded that error with a foul.
And really, they're not letting anyone get away with much. That was pretty light contact. I mean, there's definitely contact by Topper following up on that rebound, but that's been a common theme. We've seen both teams get in some foul trouble because they're really not letting anything go. And I think both teams need to be aware of that going into a time where every free throw, every point is going to matter.
And Topper, one of their key players now with 3 fouls, which means she is checked out. Martin in as Harrington for 3. Can't get her to go. Ryan was competing. Couldn't get it. Martin collects and finds Meehan pushing. Meehan. Nice pass. But then the finish found wanting for Brule. Meehan did all that great work.
It looked like Brule just didn't know exactly realize how far she was from the backboard. She wanted to look like go for a layup, but then because she's 6-7 feet away, it ends up just being this awkward floater.
Nice pass. Ryan finishes. What a pass by Emily Briggs.
And great to see Molly Ryan getting back on the scoreboard after sitting on the bench for so long. It's a great sign for Tufts that you see like Briggs and Ryan both putting up points after taking a long break.
Meehan. This pass to Manjik. Martin. Say that she stepped out of bounds. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, Martin looked a little confused. I think it might have been, it looked like the pass was slightly behind her, so I'm guessing either the ball or her other right foot when she received the pass was out of bounds, but I can tell you that she definitely didn't end up out of bounds. That's where the confusion came from.
Ryan to DiCandido. DiCandido breaks away. Just a bit too much on the finish. And Williams pushed forward. Meehan. DiCandido had to meet her. Meehan gets some room. And connects. Back to a 3-point game midway through this third quarter.
Real nice shot there. When you have Meehan, has DiCandido, who's a great defender, but loses a little bit on the perimeter when you have a faster player like Meehan. She's able to create that separation. It's an easy 2.
Ryan for 3. Connects. Molly Ryan. 5 quick points for her. The Tres Puntos. 50-44. Meehan. The lead back to 6. Sophia Rosa about to come in for the Jumbos as here's Meehan. Going to work. Just didn't get the roll. Not enough on that shot. Harrington.
So you see Martin continues to play, really the only Williams player who's continued throughout the game no matter what the rest of the team is doing to play some sort of full court press there. It's interesting ball denial strategy.
Here's Ryan. 8 points. Breaks. Nice. Oh, pass to DiCandido.
That's a foul on yeah. It's a foul on Martin. She got her arm tangled up in there, didn't get enough ball, and she knows it. She's not arguing.
DiCandido going to the line as Sophia Rosa checking in. Actually, no, won't be good. It wasn't a shooting foul.
We'll see. Molly Ryan, I believe that was Chang on her. Just didn't take away the shot.
And then a traveling violation called there against Briggs. That's the second time. And it's gone against her. It's Martin to bring it up the court for the Ephs. Well, it was around this point in the game last night that Tufts blew away from Middlebury. And here's Meehan.
It looked like Meehan got a little contact there. Molly Ryan came down and it looked like gave her a little jab. It could have been a foul on the follow through, so Tufts a little lucky there.
Race for 3, Tres Puntos. Emily Briggs lead up to 9. And Tufts, well, we said it was around this time. Maybe that's a big point in the game to get them on their way to another victory. As here during this timeout, we've got some more hashtag Ask Scott questions. I'll read them out. This one coming from our own Owen Finnegan. Hashtag Ask Scott. LeBron, MJ, or DiCandido?
Not even a question. DiCandido, hands down. I mean, like I can tell you for a fact, I've only seen 2 of them play live, and I don't like LeBron personally because I'm a Celtics fan. So DiCandido all the way.
And DiCandido, of course, a crowd favorite here. Hasn't scored many points today, only 4. But then having said that, everyone else providing for it. As another one coming in from Stephen A. Smith. Is he watching? I don't know. Maybe it's someone else with that name. But he's asking, hashtag Ask Scott, why is your name Scott?
I'd have to defer to my parents on that one. All I know is I have no plans to change it, so get used to it for all the fans out there.
Yes, that's what we like to hear. As we're back to the action here, Williams with the ball. They're down by 9 with 3:17 to go in the third quarter. Martin. Almost lost it. Chang.
Ooh. Yeah, they'll keep it on the floor, it looks like. And it was a good recovery by Martin. She lost the ball there, but it was a good pass to find Chang. And then it looks like they're going to get Molly Ryan. And it's unfortunate for Molly Ryan. She was really heating up, and then she's going to pick up her third. It looks like she'll probably take a seat again.
But what a strong outing for Molly Ryan. Few minutes, but already scoring a bunch of points. She leaves the court with 8. Swing here to Martin. And foul called on Kaylin Harrington. Tufts home faithful not happy about that one. They feel that she slipped.
It felt like she slipped, but then you look at Harrington, and there wasn't too much of a reaction, so I'm guessing there was something we didn't see. Probably a little accidental leg contact that probably did warrant a foul.
Meehan. Throws one up.
That's a bailout call. And you can tell that I believe that was oddly on the defensive end. Yeah, she didn't like that call, and it didn't look like there was a lot of contact. And as you said, it didn't look like Meehan was in control either. So it really pains you if your coach pays saying that's a foul we can live without.
Meehan's first free throw is good. This is her 4th trip to the line. She's been trying to impose herself on this game, especially in the third quarter, but shooting 2 of 12. Getting most of her points from the charity stripe, but she goes 1 for 1 there. And then another foul call.
I believe actually we might get a lane violation.
A lane violation?
Rarely called. Yeah, I believe it's a lane violation. I think they were pointing at Otley.
Let's see again. And Meehan given that other attempt, and she makes it, so it is a 7-point game. Williams definitely still in it at the moment.
Absolutely. I mean, it's it's 2 threes away from being a 1-point game. I mean, that's the way both teams need to look at it. If you're Williams, say, look, we're still in this. It's a couple shots and we're back. We're tied. We're winning, and we're gonna get a travel on Otley. A couple poor, disappointing plays. Picks up the foul, the lane violation, and the travel. If you're Otley, tough calls going against her.
I'm not sure Sadie Otley would be friends with that referee after the game today. She hasn't been too happy with some of the calls, but that one going against her. Williams with possession. Martin. Chang open for three. Connects! That's her third three of the game, and the lead back now down to 4.
Chang's been huge for Williams, hitting threes when it matters the most, keeping them in the game and then putting them right back in it. And they're going to get Martin, I think, for a hand check here.
As we see the replay on that last three for Chang, see the space that she gets.
You're going to see it's going to come off a screen right there. And she's been such a dynamic shooter that it's really hard to play that, because if you go over, then it gives her path to the rim. You go under, then she's going to do exactly that, take a three. And she's shooting at a prolific rate right now, and she's going to make a lot of those.
Chang averaging 11 points per game coming into this game. She already has 16 now. Point next to McCann with 13 on the shot clock. Now it's Otley. Tap of the head for a new play. Breaks with a screen. A hard one. Fair. Otley nearly lost it. Otley still going. Finds Briggs. She can shoot them. Yes, she can. Trace Puntos, Emily Briggs. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Lead 56-49.
Another huge three. Both ways hitting big threes. For one on Williams to keep it back in. One by Briggs to keep Williams away from Tufts.
Sorry, that's her 4th three of the game for Emily Briggs. She leads all Tufts scores with 14 points. Chang, nice move. Little runner. Can't get it to go. Point next to McCann with the rebound. Otley to push forward. DiCandido streaking to the left. Otley instead finds Sophia Rosa. Briggs. Nice move.
That's a foul.
Was she hit? It did seem as if there was some contact, nothing given, but she also isn't complaining.
It looked like to me, from our vantage point, that there had to have been a foul. It just feels like that based on the way she missed. But like you said, no complaints, so maybe she just wasn't able to finish there.
Manchik. It's here to Meehan. Nice
Great
block,
defense.
DiCandido. What a play.
When you have DiCandido and Rosa out there, it makes it really hard for smaller Williams players to drive and get uncontested layups like that, unless both of them happen to be outside the paint.
Sadie Otley now. And can he get a good last shot for the Jumbos with 10 on the shot clock? Briggs down low to Rosa. She's got the mismatch. Oh. And it rolls around and around and gets it to go. The lead back up to 9.
That's what we call a hometown roll. This game played in Williams, I don't think that one's going in.
15 seconds left. Topper. Chang, she's had the hot hand this quarter. 4 to shoot. They got to find something. Topper gets a little room, puts one up, and connects! A three-pointer. A bit of a desperation shot, but she makes it.
What a shot by Topper. And I think we'll see that on the replay here. She has no separation. She's really just throwing it at the rim, as you can tell by her follow-through. And she's able to hit it. And again, Williams is still hanging around. It's a 6-point game. 2 threes, and they'd be right back in it.
6-point game. It was a 6-point game at the end of the first quarter. Then it went to a 5-point game. Then back to 6. As we have some more questions, the hashtag Ask Scott question. This one coming from Nicholas Portello. Hashtag Ask Scott. Why don't you hop on the field?
Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, we're not actually at a field. This would be a court. Second of all, this is a women's game. Third of all, I'm not sure I could keep up with any of the people here, so I'll leave it to the professionals.
As the fourth quarter now, about to get underway. Close game here, the final 10 minutes of the regular season, potentially.
And just as a reminder to all the fans out there, everyone in the chat can see your questions. and we will filter them for content.
As Molly Ryan took a hit there. Tufts playing some good defense. Otley charging forward. DiCandido. Otley. Tap of the head with the right hand this time. 9 on the shot clock. Screen by DiCandido. Otley swings it. It was a wanting pass. Topper with a strip. Topper gets it to go.
That was actually an incredible play by Topper. What awareness to be able to step in front of that pass, looking like a cornerback out there. Then chasing down the ball, faking out to the first defender, and scoring over the second one. Really outstanding play.
DiCandido lays it in. Erica DiCandido hopefully looking to heat up here in the fourth quarter.
Travel or carry, it looks like.
That's a carry called.
Rarely called. And it looks like they were trying, as we'll see in the replay with DiCandido, she gets a good fake right there and gets right by her defender. And on the other end with Williams, it looks like they were trying to catch Tufts sleeping, not back in their defensive sets, but a little too excited, and they ended up with the carry there.
Otley, it was a good idea, but just the bounce right at the legs of Ryan.
It was just not a well-timed bounce pass because it bounces right in front of her, and it's hard for Ryan to pick that off the ground.
And Topper. She ended the third quarter with that big three. Started this quarter with a nice steal in the lay-in. Looking for a little separation against Otley. Otley not biting. Anjay.
Oh, good defense.
Breaks. Easy
Good
does
defense.
it with a block. Breaks. She's had a solid performance. Ryan for three. Tres puntos, Molly Ryan. The lead back to 9.
Molly Ryan's been on fire. It's a real shame she's been in foul trouble, and her minutes have been limited because when she's been out there, she's been scoring at a really consistently high rate.
You got to feel like the 3-pointers for Tufts have been so key, giving them this lead as Meehan looking to respond. Can't connect. DiCandido just slowing things down.
And Meehan's really struggled from the field today. She still has put up a decent amount of points, but that's mostly from the free throw line, and she really hasn't shot the ball well.
Ryan, nice move! Oh, just bouncing in and out. And Chang to push forward for the Ephs. Look at Ryan trying to close it down. Swings here to Meehan. Looking to try and shoot her way out of the slump, and she does. Lead to 6.
I mean, look, when you're such a good player like Meehan, there is something to be said, which is you can only miss so many. At some point, they're going to start following, and there you see a big three, keeps it back, puts it back to a 6-point game.
Harrington. Screen by DiCandido. Harrington. Space to move into. Oh, nice move.
What a finish with the left, I believe. And as you can see over there, Coach Pat Manning really wanted to travel there.
Swings here to Meehan. Chang for 3. Ooh, rolls around and out. Otley to bring it forward. Nice skill from Otley. DiCandido.
What a fake.
Got Burley jumping for Choi, but then the finish. A little off Ryan Corrals. Otley decided not to take the shot and maybe just take some seconds off the clock and really get it good. Next opportunity. DiCandido breaks down low.
Travel.
Just called with a travel. That's another one.
They've been very strict, as we said, both regarding fouls and travels, palms, carries, all that sort. It's been a really, really close, tightly contested game. And as we see here, what a fake. And honestly, looking at their replay, it probably was a travel. It looked like she took 2 steps after stopping and pivoting. But hey, if they're not going to call it, it's still a good move.
Martin just sort of throwing one up in desperation.
That's a wild shot. Can't have that if you're Martin or Williams there.
Otley zigzagging her way through and then settling things down. 6 minutes to go. The lead at 8. Ryan. Rosa. Otley cut. Harrington. Good defense from Martin. Really
Real
good play.
Defense by Martin.
She's got a little one-on-one. Elects not to take it. Instead, nice pass to Relay.
What
Great
a play by
defense.
DiCandido.
And now she's looking.
Uh-oh.
And draws the foul.
Molly Ryan looked a little. Molly Ryan is hurt. She looked like she was grabbing at one of her, I believe her left leg. She's going to stay in the game, though, but she is noticeably limping out there.
That's something that Tufts will have to look out for. She's definitely hobbling a little bit, but now down low to Rosa. Rosa going to work. Just can't get her to go to Candido. It's going to be East basketball.
And if you're Rosa, that's just a strong move. And she doesn't finish, but it's just great, strong move to create separation, get a high percentage look. And if she can continue to do that, even if some of them don't fall, it's still a play that the Jumbos are going to be happy to try to score on.
Here's Topper. Manchip. 10 on the shot clock. They need a good look. Meehan. Stripped away, another turnover.
Looks like Molly Ryan might have knocked that ball out.
DeCandido finds Harrington. Oh, it was a bit of a forced pass, but Harrington.
Tough shot.
Again, another one of those plays in which Harrington never always seems in control, but does well to draw a foul.
Yeah, second or third time we've seen where she's taking a real sharp angle coming almost parallel to the baseline. It's really hard for her to get a score there, but Williams is fouling and bailing her out.
It's her second trip to the free throw line, and she makes her first free throw. That puts Kaylin Harrington at 16 points in the afternoon. A strong senior day performance from her. Made again.
Williams substitution checking into the game, number 12, Emily Chang.
Chang checking back in for the Ephs. .46 left in the game. Chang will try for three. Nice. Close out again by DeCandido. Harrington.
That's a foul. That's going to be a foul.
And another
on
foul.
Topper. Topper is about you don't want to fault Topper there. I think it is a foul. She's just a step late getting to that ball, and then she ends up making almost all contact with DeCandido rather than the ball. And it looks like they're going to keep her out, Topper out. She does have 12 points, but of course, 4 fouls.
10-point game right now. Ryan calling the play. Here's Harrington. Rosa wants it down low. Instead, it comes to DeCandido at the top. She has a bit of room to maneuver in. Finds Harrington. Nice screen. Harrington off the back iron. But then miscommunication by the guards of Williams. Didn't look too comfortable looking to go for that rebound. And it gives Tufts a chance to take more time off the clock. Ryan. DeCandido. Again, not a great shot, but puts up the second one and gets it to go Erica DeCandido. That puts her up to 8 points. It gives Tufts a 12-point lead, and they're on their way for an undefeated season.
And as you'll see, DeCandido, I think this really describes the type of game it's been for Tufts, which is things have not come easy to them. They've had to work for points. They've had to work to build this lead. But what ends up happening is they've been putting in the effort. And when they are such a skilled team, things are eventually going to go their way. It just maybe hasn't been as easy as it has been other games. But as you said, don't get it too ahead of yourself, Lucas. But if they can maintain this lead, it's looking good for the record.
And just a quick update from scores around the NESCAC in terms of the Tufts men's basketball team. And they are down right now 50-47 in the second half against Williams, the sort of reverse fixture of this game.
And if you're Tufts, that the men's team, look, they lost last night. They of course have secured first place in the NESCAC tournament, but these games are important for NCAA tournament seeding. And so if you're the men's, you want to come back and really finish this game strong. Hopefully come out with the weekend road trip with a split.
And while they've had a good season, the Tufts women's basketball team have had an absolutely incredible one as they look to finish it out here. A nice rebound by Sofia Rosa.
And if you're Tufts, you don't need anything quick here. Let's slow it down unless you get an easy shot like
Almost like
that.
It still could be, and it is Sofia Rosa. When you have that height advantage, you might as well just take it.
Right, when you have DeCandido and Rosa out there, it's going to be rebounding is going to be your strong suit. Great
Nice pass
by Martin.
Surprised Meehan didn't shoot. It comes to Topper instead. Can't get it to go. Nice rebound, Molly Ryan.
That's a real good first pass by Martin. Tufts. She's falling out of bounds. 2 defenders on her. She finds the open player, but that ball movement only looks good if you can score off of it.
Harrington. DeCandido. Ryan. Nice ball movement. Otley.
Oh.
It was the right idea. She'll get a second attempt, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, it was a real good job by Otley, and of course, want to see her convert that first one. But again, like it's been the entire day for Tufts, even if first attempts aren't going, first options aren't working, keep pushing, keep finding the second option, get your own rebound. That's exactly what Otley did.
Can't make the first one, Sadie Otley. Tufts have been impeccable from the free throw line, but on those who can't, but then she gets her own rebound.
And everyone, the announcer's jinx, brought to you by Lucas Pyle himself.
DeCandido. 7 on the shot clock. Otley. You can see she's trying to go to the right, still trying to go, and lays it in.
What a finish. She got under top her there, and really outstanding. Otley's had a great game, especially scoring from inside.
Martin. And a blocking foul called there against Harrington.
Tufts foul charge number 10, Caitlin Harrington, her third, team first.
Here come the Ephs. Topper. 3 is good from Meehan. And the lead to 13.
It's actually kind of something similar to what we saw last night with the men's game in Middlebury. What do they call?
Discussion here between the two officials, and it will be Tufts basketball.
And just gets back my point. Last night we saw the Tufts men down 19 to Williams, 2.5 minutes to go or so, and they cut it to 11 really quickly. And on Middlebury last night. And so let's see if that's exactly what Williams is trying to do here.
Harrington, nice skill. Ryan open for 3. Trace Puntos, Molly Ryan, 76-60. It's a 16-point lead, and once again, Tufts showing how good they are in second halves.
Yeah, Molly Ryan has 14 points, and that's with her sitting out almost a full quarter and a half continuously. Really impressive in the time she has been playing.
DeCandido gets the rebound. She's been quietly solid.
We'll get a timeout
For the Jumbos, and there is the timeout. We could see some senior. Lily Paro's going to check back in. But what a second half, especially what a fourth quarter from the Jumbos as we look here at some good replays.
I believe this is going to be Mullen Ryan's 3. Just a great find by, I believe that was Harrington. Just an unbelievable pass. And Molly Ryan has been dynamite from downtown.
Tufts, in terms of their three-point shooting, have been impeccable at 11 of 18. Ryan 4 for 4, Briggs 4 for 4, Harrington 3 for 4.
Yeah, the Jumbos, of course, are about on pace with their scoring average right now, and it's been just a real strong performance offensively by the Jumbos. Their defense has been lacking to a certain extent, but it's been a good job. And of course, Williams coming into this game, when they don't score 60 points, they're 2-5. When they do score about 60 points, they are, I believe, just about 14-2 or so. So Tufts offense really outpacing Williams here.
And Tufts have brought on Lily Bull, and it looks as if they might also bring on 4 new players as well here on senior day. Martin. Topper. The pass in the end makes its way to Chang. Foul called against Sadie Otley. It's her third. And here for the final minute, Haro checking out, Harrington checking out, Otley checking out, DeCandido checking out. The seniors here on senior day have surely secured an undefeated season. What a moment for these 4 players who've had such a great record with this Tufts program.
And it's great to see the fans recognizing it, giving them a standing ovation right now. And they definitely deserve it.
Tufts with a fresh new 5. Here's Russell returning to the game, and now here's potentially the future of the program in Colby Shea, bringing it forward. Picked up her dribble. Now here's Russell. And Colby Shea. Shea to Butler. 9 on the shot clock. It's off to Russell. Stripped away. Chang to bring it forward. Chang, nice move. Still alive with Topper. Just can't get the finish to go. Chang will try from 3. Can't connect. Shea gets the rebound and brings it forward. And that should be that. Tufts finish the season undefeated. What a first season for Jill Pace. This is her first season, and she's won all 24 games. We still got playoffs, though. We still got playoffs. But what an end to the regular season for the Tufts University Jumbos. 76-60 the final score here against the Williams Ephs. And Scott, Tufts once again in the second half. Unbelievable.
Right, and well, it's really what we talked about to start off this broadcast. Tufts it's been a common theme, which is they've been struggling in the first half and turning it on in the second half. Of course, now the challenge is going to be when you go into the NESCAC tournament, when you go into the NCAA tournament, you're going to be facing every single game high-quality opponents. And the challenge is going to be, how do we start off strong so that we don't actually have to turn into high gear and save the game at the end. With that said, another unbelievable performance by Tufts, finishing the season undefeated. What an accomplishment.
And you got to believe that, how well they've done this season. Can they go on and do the incredible double of a NESCAC championship win and potentially NCAA? But there it finishes the regular season. Tufts 76, Williams 60. I'm Lucas Powell, joined alongside me, Scott Black, here live on JumboCast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and tune in next week when Tufts start their NESCAC tournament. Thank you for watching.